There were two separate but equally important events that led to me creating this deck. The first is that this week, for some reason, Nimsy is free to download in the store instead of having to do fireside gathering nonsense. And the second is that recently Sac Pact was nerfed, so now I can play Jaraxxus without getting Sac Pacted. Or more specifically, Zephyrus Sac Pacted. So to support this control Warlock with Jaraxxus, we also got some kind of cool new cards in Ashes of Outland. Keli'dan the Breaker. Dark Portal is pretty good, pretty much regardless of what it hits. Overconfident Orc is a nice early game minion for some defense. And Unstable Fellbolt is just a solid removal card. I like it a lot because on turn 3 you can tap and kill something for 3 damage. I'm also playing Canrithod Ebonlock in this deck, because the Canrithod Prime, after you've played Jaraxxus, can make a bunch of 6/6s, which is pretty sweet. I also wanted to play Sense Demons to tutor out the Prime minion and the Jaraxxus, and a couple of Aranasi Broodmothers just made sense with that package. And other than that, it's just pretty typical non-Galakron control Warlock stuff. I do like the Canrithod. I think I like it. I'll just play it on turn 2. Keeping it makes my Dark Portals better, arguably makes my Sense Demons better. I think I prefer this to tapping here. Maybe I can protect it next turn with the Orc and then coin out a Broodmother on 4. It looks very unlikely that my 3/2 dies here. So it's probably Explosive or Pack Tactics. I think this is the best attack against either of those. I do play my only dragon here for the Nether Breath, but it shouldn't be that hard for me to pick up another dragon. How big is this? Makes a 5/5 taunt. I'd rather have the bigger one, I think. Looks like this Dark Portal is probably not going to be active for most of this game. Although I do have Twisted Knowledge to up my hand size. Maybe I'm underestimating it. I don't love playing the Nether Breath like this, but that 5/6 is pretty scary. I've seen one Pack Tactics, so this is more likely to be explosive. Oh, snake. Well, if I knew it was snake, I would have made the other attack. I haven't seen a snake trap in a long time, though, so I wasn't prepared for it. Probably don't need a second Jaraxxus. These all seem kind of bad. Is Inferno better than Waste Warden here? I don't think so. Inferno would kill a 2-1, but it would not give me a 3-3. And my next turn can be Inferno Bane of Doom if I want it to be. Well, that's not good. Alright, what are the odds he doesn't have 1 damage here? It's probably not that unreasonable. Something like a Kobold Sand Trooper is slow, Unleash the Hounds isn't going face. Oh, Jaraxxus time. God, this imprisoned Gnarg is so bad. It's gonna break my Jaraxxus weapon. But whatever. Jaraxxus still heals 14 here. There's no reason to attack here, because it's going to be explosive and my guy's going to die anyway, so... May as well have the taunt in case he rolls a Huffer or something. Or I guess, like, Scavenger's Ingenuity into Boar is a more relevant thing. I think I like attacking here. It might give me 1 less turn to draw a heal in the future. But I want to start hitting him. I think it's better to just try to kill him before he draws damage. And then try to draw into one of my healing cards. I mean, I do play 4 healing cards, counting Sense Demons and Aranasi Broodmother. So maybe I'm underestimating how healy my deck can be. God, that's gonna be another explosive. Oh, and a skill command, so I need to draw a heal this turn. That's a heal. I don't need to make a 6/6 here to be threatening a 2-turn lethal. So let's just see if we can hit Aranasi Broodmother. Fucking nailed it. I probably didn't need to hit the Broodmother off the portal, but it definitely helped. See if the card he drew does 2 damage. It's kind of hard to imagine that it would, actually.
Let's have some fun!
Not sure how good Kray's Netherwing is in this matchup. It does kill a lot of stuff, but I don't know if it's a keep.
it's the right way.
Next turn we'll kill this and life tap. I'm pretty happy to see that he's this warrior, not a real one. Doesn't really matter who I kill here, but I guess the 3-drop is better with Witchy Lackey.
Of course it's the right way.
Well, it's not really an exciting Dark Skies, but I don't want to overdraw. Wonder if he can handle an 8/8 into another 8/8.
No ogre pain, no ogre gain.
That's a Boulder Fist Ogre. I guess that thing is pretty likely to gain him some armor, and it's not like I'm close to killing him, so I may as well trade.
The blade fist has no master.
Sick Kargath, dude.
I have more to give.
Killed almost half of my 6-drop. Oh, Keli'dan kills 3 things here? Maybe not the play, though. I'm gonna overdraw one with Valdris, but whatever. Nothing in my deck is that important. It's nice to have 12 cards. I thought he was going to have some damage-based clear here since he ran Kargath into my 8/8 last turn.
Whoa, too many cards.
2 things in play. Next turn is probably just Orc plus Broodmother. Or maybe I play one of my 9-drops. I feel like either of them would be reasonable. Probably Alexstrasza more so than Jaraxxus.
No ogre gain.
That portal doesn't hit super good targets. I feel like if I just play Alexstrasza here, hit him for 11, he goes down to 7. He can probably gain some good armor out of this goon, but maybe not. Maybe 7's just too low for him. I have a lot of stats in play. And I can back this up with 3 damage out of Jaraxxus. Oh. Perhaps I underestimated how much armor this guy could gain. Alright, well, it's time to make a bunch of 6/6s, right? Pretty sure that duck isn't gonna burst me for 15. Especially on my next 2 turns, I can play taunts along with my 6/6s.
We've got a high turnover rate.
That's hot.
That Mana Wraith is really bad for him. Poor guy. Okay, it only cost him 1 mana.
Double time and double pay.
Am I gonna have to Twisting Nether this board?
On the wings of evil.
No, Aranasi Broodmother, I don't need your heals right now. What are you doing? He does have a big scary dragon in his hand, potentially. But if it's too scary, I just play Twisting Nether again. And if it's only kinda scary, I just play Keli'dan. And if it's not scary at all, who knows what I do? Whatever I want, I guess. That was his turn. Okay, well, I will taunt up and make a 6/6. This is the good old Lord Jaraxxus gameplay I love. Okay, Blade Storm's overpowered, I get it. I played Valdris this game, right? These all suck. Abyssal Summoner does not suck.
Look what I brought.
Imagine if I had Abyssal Summoner instead of Aranasi Broodmother last turn, his Blade Storm would have been garbage.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
You still have 10 cards in your deck. Okay, that one's weak. I'm assuming with his emote, the other one is weak or Deathwing.
It is not yet your turn.
Oh, that's fine. It only heals me for 3, unfortunately, but I think I'm winning the value game now, so it doesn't really matter. So I can Twisting Nether here if I really feel the need. But, like, I don't feel the need. I can just Keli'dan the 4/12 or the 8/8, whichever I feel is more appropriate. I guess we'll just see what this is, because why not? Probably don't want to play that.
Come close and
I could have coiled the Lackey, but at this point I'm not sure I want to draw cards. I do have my Prime minion in the deck still, the first half of it, so I'm not quite as close to fatigue as it might look, but I'm pretty close. How much has this guy healed this game? He healed 23 off Nozari and then like 26 off Armor Smiths, plus other random armor throughout the game.
I'll show you who's boss.
Yarr! It's a Keli'dan!
Double time and double pay.
I gotta move!
Is he even close to finishing his quest? 2 out of 5.
How shall I destroy you?
I don't think taking 1 damage from that's gonna backfire too much.
I will have high mastery.
Okay. That's a lot of armor. I've kind of just been assuming for a while now that I'm gonna win this game, but I mean, it's not necessarily true. What if I eat 6 damage from this guy? That's probably not worth it, is it? Maybe I need to stop hitting with my weapon. Down to 1 charge out of it.
I dream the world trembles.
That's a big minion. I do have another breath for it. This will damage my Twilight Drake, right? Whatever, I'll play a Waste Warden here. I've seen 2 Blade Storms and a Brawl. I guess he could have another Brawl. That's where my Canrithot Ebonlock comes in, though, hopefully.
I'll show you who's boss.
And of course he has a Risky Skipper. I don't know if he can play enough for this to be much of a pain for me, though.
A simple spell.
It's running out of cards. Tear asunder.
Rift Cleaver's pretty terrible, so I'll just play it there for 1. And then I want to play the Canrithot Ebonlock, so that if he clears my board with a Brawl here, I can just make another board next turn. I can guarantee I draw it with Sense Demons or Dark Portal next turn. Well, I guess not Sense Demons, because then I wouldn't have mana, but yeah, Dark Portal. Oh shit, his quest is done? He's at 23. Doesn't look like I have lethal. Actually, maybe I do. Trade, Netherwing. Yeah, I've got lethal here. Good old Jaraxxus with his infinite value.